Well, parts of Tennessee are looking just like they looked there in Jason's shot now.
Yeah, we've got a lot of heavy rain moving in. A line of storms has begun to form in northern Mississippi, and it's starting to encroach on the Memphis metro.
Wow. And to the morning, too.
Yes, we'll have a second wave. It's not just this one, but let's first take a look at your almanac numbers. We got up to 92 degrees this afternoon, a pretty average afternoon, but notice that morning low. We only dropped to 80 degrees overnight. Certainly a very warm morning, 7 degrees above average, and we're going to be seeing some warm temperatures in the next several days as well. Take a look at the infrared satellite. This is Tropical Depression Beryl. It is coming mostly into Arkansas, but you can also see right at the end some high cloud tops blowing up right there just south of the Memphis metro. This is going to move on towards the Great Lakes over the next few days as it dissipates into a remnant low. And we'll be bringing some heavy rain for many areas along this path, especially on the northern half of the path. Now, taking a look at the clouds and radar, we see we've got some severe weather into parts of Arkansas and in North Mississippi as well, as we've seen many tornado reports, a dozen of them over the last 18 hours or so. There was one just south of Houston, several through parts of East Texas and Northwest Louisiana, and then even into Arkansas. Zooming in a little bit closer, this line of thunderstorms really beginning to pop off as we were looking at 5 and 6 earlier on ABC 24. It was looking like it was going to be around this time frame. So the model's pretty on point for this one. Also, a pretty wide swath of some very heavy lightning, 200 just in the last 10 minutes or so. Let's take a look at these two severe thunderstorm warnings in parts of Marshall and Benton counties up in northern Mississippi here. We've got some very strong winds associated with the Benton County storm. Notice here some of that bright cyan color. That's upwards of 60 miles per hour, so that is the severe limit. But even some of these pixels are getting close to 70 miles per hour. That is just south of the Lamar area, the Hoover Road area there. Hudsonville, you're probably going to be seeing that wind really kicking up here in the next couple of minutes if it hasn't already. The thing with radar is it's a still image of a moving system, and that's going to be moving towards the northwest. I'll step out the way here. If you're in the Lamar area, it's looking around 925, Sladen around 933. It's moving about 30 miles an hour. So we've also seen some hail with this, though the hail with this particular storm has begun to diminish. Notice some of the larger hail was in the earlier phase of these storms. Meanwhile, around the Memphis metro, we've got a line of storms moving in, so that's going to bring some very heavy rainfall within the next half hour or so. Looking just to our south, Olive Branch, you're really picking up that. You probably hear all of the lightning, the thunder really booming right there down Highway 74. Meanwhile, Walls, South Haven, you're seeing that storm pass right through your area. Also, just outside of Horseshoe Lake, moving up towards the Democrat area, we'll likely see this storm moving towards the northwest, towards that region. Forest City, it's on your doorstep, and it will be moving in very quickly. Of course, all of this is going to eventually move through with another wave tomorrow. Temperatures in the 80s in the afternoon. In your 7-day forecast, we're seeing those temperatures warming up very quickly into the 90s. Well, let's take one last look at weather. We've got a flood advisory around Memphis and northern parts of DeSoto County. Some of these storms are bringing, 5-inch-an-hour rainfall rates. Overnight, we'll see a couple more rounds of storms. Those clear out by around 2 to 3 a.m. Tomorrow morning, though, we could see another line of storms roll through around daybreak to your morning commute as well. One last check of your 7-day forecast. Temperatures 80s tomorrow and Wednesday, then the 90s return through the weekend.
All right. Great looking out there, Kit. Thank you for watching us for CW 30 News at 9 tonight. Have a great night, everybody, and be safe.